Alright guys, so this video I'm going to talk to you about what I'm picking up here energetically for the collective. Those of you who are on the path to ascension, those of you who are on the path to releasing, who've done the shadow work, who are stepping into your true purpose here on earth. You will find that right now a lot of opportunities that you weren't expecting are going to be coming your way. A lot of opportunities you're not expecting are coming your way. My dreams have been, I don't know what the fuck, but they're just weird. They're all I've been around the world in my dream state. That shit was so crazy. Okay, babe. And you know, today I'm doing something a little different, allowing my child to go have a sleepover at a friend's house, and I'm not one to be, you know, I spoke to my guides, I asked if it was safe, like, and they were like, she's gonna be okay, let her go, you know, give her a bit of independence, because I spoke to her about, you know, being careful and making sure that she stays with her friend, and telling her friend to lock the door when they're sleeping at night. It's just precautions I take, and I know the girl's mom really well, so you know, I feel comfortable, I feel safe. She's gonna be okay. I'm 2 minutes away, so I could just like run across the street and grab her if anything, you know. But the dreams are crazy. We're learning to do things different from our parents. We're releasing trauma at a very fast rate, and the reason why the wind's picking up right there. Okay, let me just pick up what I'm feeling here, because I want to give you guys the correct message this morning. You're releasing trauma faster than also who's sleeping there. It's her friend, it's 3 girls, and then she's got her mom, who I know I'm connected to, and then her dad lives there, but her brother also lives there. But her brother is, I met him, and he's real sweet and really good kid, you know. She has 3 other kids too as well. She has three daughters and a son, so I feel pretty confident that she'll be okay there, you know. A plane hit a mountain, the ocean raised. Yeah, okay, wow, Drake, wow, yeah, I was having some real weird ass dreams. I was diving into water, and in the water there was furniture. It was weird. There was furniture in the water, and then fish. Somebody was cooking. This is a really good dream. I had like a dream of like 4 fish, and they were huge, and somebody was frying them. That's such a fortunate dream. Like, one of them was a little raw, but the rest of them were being cooked, which is really fortunate. I'm talking about they were huge, these fish, but somebody was cooking them and frying them. Okay, so now you're releasing trauma at a very fast pace here, okay? Look at my eyebrows. They're starting to flake now. This is the microblading. They'll get, by a few days, they'll be like brand new. Okay. Fish is really good, yes. Yeah, your dreams were given vivid. Yeah, your dreams were vivid last night, but they were given. Dreams were given. Like, it was a lot of things going on in my dream state. I don't know. You know, funny thing is, I live in a Jewish community, and here's the funniest thing. I had this dream about like a whole Jewish community thing, and something was happening, and I was there, and I was watching them, and it was just weird. But I understand that from what I'm picking up is that we're releasing trauma really quickly, and for some of us, it's past lives, you know. We're releasing them quickly, like quickly. I always knew I had a lot of different religions and different backgrounds in my past lives. I always knew that, because in this lifetime I love all religions, but I don't want to be a part of any of them anymore. I'm kind of like on my own here, you know what I mean? But I still love God. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's like I just don't want to be a part of like an organization. It's just not something that I connect with anymore. You know, I want to go my own path and see where that leads me in this lifetime, right? Because I've had many of them, and I've been on many journeys and many religions and many cultures. I've been many people. I've done many different things in my lifetime. I actually had a dream that I was a Mexican cartel, and I had a hat on, and they were burying me, and I just remember waking up crying the other day, and everybody was burying me, and they were doing the mariachi band, and like I always knew that, because like I'm connected to Mexican culture, I love Japanese culture, and I've been having dreams about different cultures and me either dying in some way or something traumatic happening. One of the dreams, I was a woman with a like really big bright dress, and me and her, look at me, her and the guy that I was supposed to be with, we couldn't be together. Like the family wouldn't let us be together, so I woke up again crying like, why can't we just fix it? And we couldn't. So I was releasing a lot of like past life relationships, past life trauma, being murdered, or doing things that I wasn't supposed to do, and healing those traumas. It's quick trauma release. This is my point of this live. We're releasing trauma very quickly because it's like I'm hearing it's time to get on with it already. Like, yesterday I had this conversation with my spirit guides. I was laying in my bed and I said, hey guys, all right, is this the part of the movie where things start to get exciting and I start to like get it, like, I released everything and it's time. And I was like hearing, yes, it's time. And that's why your guides want you to know right now, if you're feeling a release of energy and it's like this, like, if you're crying, you're feeling doubtful, fearful, I'm going to tell you, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, because that's what it feels like to release traumatic experiences that you had in the past or even in this lifetime, right? And this is where you're at. You're releasing them so quickly because the universe, our guides, our spirit animals, our connected beings in many ways are telling us it's now time. It's high time you step into your position. This is how I'm hearing it. If you're here in this live right now and this is resonating with you, this is why your guides have you here right now. There's always a reason. If you're here in this video, there's a reason why you're here. Your guides are trying to tell you something. If you're experiencing this, if you woke up this morning and your ears are vibrating, let's say, or you're just feeling a surge of energy and you just feel real peaceful, but at the same time it's weird because you're very energetic. I don't know, it's like two different worlds I'm living in here. High energy, I feel really energetic, but like my body's not like go go go. It's my I don't know how to explain it. When you're energetic but you're not like physically energetic, but you are energetic. That's how I'm explaining it to you. I do want to go on a walk. It's beautiful out. I could feel the fall coming on. My favorite time of the year. I thrive in the fall. Oh, I love it. Jean jackets and sweatpants. Love it. It's my favorite. I haven't worn any of my clothes this summer. I tell you right now, I've been in shorts and a t-shirt and literally like this the whole last summer. This is me all summer, okay? With hairy legs, by the way, because I got nobody to impress around me. No bra, shorts and fucking hairy legs and t-shirt. Let me just keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a summer person. I don't like the heat. I love the sun, I really do, but the heat, I just can't. It's like, I'm like, damn, why do people have to suffer like this? This is so hot. Like, I feel like I'm like in a version of a beautiful hell. Like, is this an illusion? Am I in, I don't know. Actually, I'm going to tell you guys something that I found interesting. I watched a video one time about where people got the idea is actually symbolism on Gaia. It's like occult symbolism, and people got the idea of like hell, right? And being punished in hell. And that's why they had to live in the deserts, because they felt like that was their punishment for doing the wrong things, and God was punishing them. And so they live in places like the desert, because to them it's a form of punishment, and suffering leads you to God, which is complete bullshit, right? But suffering is a part of your ascension process. It is actually a big, huge tool used in the ascension process. When you think about the Buddha, right? You think about the Buddha and how he lived a perfect, he was a charmed life. He was a prince, and then he came out of the palace one day, and his dad never let him out the palace. This is the Buddha story. If you don't know it, go read it. It's so phenomenal. But the Buddha says, I'm not a religion. So people just turn things into religions, just like they did Jesus and Muhammad and everybody. They weren't trying to make it a religion. It was a following. It was a way of life. That's what it was. But people, let's make it a fucking cult, and everybody's gonna follow along. But that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, Buddha was a prince, and he lived in a palace. He had never seen suffering. Literally everybody around him had money. They were always dressed nice. They ate good. Everything was perfect. And then he decided one day to step out of the palace, and the father didn't know. And then the servant followed him. And he was like walking around, and he saw like people starving on the corner here. Somebody was suffering. Somebody was sick there. And he said to his servant, what is this? And his servant said, well, sire, these are people. They're suffering. They're hungry. They don't have food to eat. They don't have clothing to eat. And he was like, what? This is a real thing in real life? And they were like, yeah, this is a real thing in real life. And he was shocked. And then he thought, that's it, I gotta suffer, and the way to enlightenment is gonna be my suffering. And he went to all of these different camps and did the starving and only eating 1 grain of rice a day, and meditating and starving himself. He did all these practices of like suffering and all that. And then finally, when he sat by the tree and people were bringing him foods that his mom used to make, and he realized the path to enlightenment doesn't have to be that way. It's about enjoying things at a level of like, balance. Like, it was all about balance, and you can still enjoy the fruits of life, and you can still enjoy the foods your mom made when you were a kid that bring joy to you. And he realized it was all about joy and balance, and the suffering only helped him to become, it was like the key to his enlightenment. But right now, I guess that story was being told for a reason. Maybe some of you need to read that. Maybe some of you need to listen to the story of the Buddha. I don't know. There's a reason why everything comes to light. It's to show you balance, and to know that you don't have to suffer to become enlightened, But many of us do, because and from the beginning we do come here with a lot of karmic excuse me, karmic ties and things from the past that we are still healing here. A lot of us are healing things from the past, right? And so, and this could be in the past, in this lifetime. Many people don't know they're healing things from past lives. Many people are not aware. They're not even aware that they're energetic sovereignties. Most people think that they're just some human being here on earth meant to like get up in the morning and go work for these big corporations and be the slaves to the game. But that's the whole ploy that you have to set. Once you know that's not your role here on earth, you're already free. Freedom is actually figuring out that you're not just some mere human who's here on earth to just be some little human, and that's it. No, you're more than that. You are fully human, and you're fully divine. That's what you are. So just because you think you didn't come here to just be like a suffering succotash, you know what I'm saying? Like, you came here to be fully human and fully divine. That's what you're here to do. And right now, because of the energies that are flowing through, and I always know, like my guides will say, because, okay, I'm going to tell you guys, you want to know a secret? And obviously, those of you who are still here, it's not about me ranting about my life. This is me. I know that people resonate with me, and there's a reason why my guides will have me say things like this, because they want me to make it clear to you guys. Sometimes I'll speak to my guides and I'll be like, but like, I'll like do lives, or my videos will come and I'll be like, only like 3 people or 15 people are tuned in. Is my message getting out? And then the other day I looked back at the videos that I did, and some of them had 400 or 500 views, and they usually only had 112. And I noticed I stopped doing the readings, the tarot readings, and I started channeling, and more viewers. And that's not about the viewers. It's the point about where's the message getting out to. And they tell me the right people will receive the message. Everyone cannot resonate with what we are giving to them. Florina, I heard it like this. Florina, like, you have to understand, a lot of these people are going to not be on the level of ascension, but they're going to get there eventually, and eventually they will run into your videos, someone else's videos. And we have to explain to the people, no matter what work you're doing, how small it may seem, it is bigger than you could ever comprehend. That was the message I got. Yeah. They think that you'll become a Buddhist. Let me tell you something about before I started this spiritual journey. I had every type of person from every type of either so-called religion or practice come to me in my dreams and be like, come with me, you're with us, you're with us, you're with us. And I said thank you to everyone, but I said I got to find my own path, okay? They all approached me. They were fighting over me in one dream. We had all these people, I'm telling you, from every religion coming towards me, but I told them, no, thank you. I have to find my own path this time. And I want to find my own path. And they respected it, but they're still all assisting me and guiding me. That's the interesting part. So, that saying that I have imprinted in me, and it says, blessed is the person who seeks inner knowledge and wisdom and seeks answers within themselves instead of seeking them through books and religions. And it's like he who walks his own path walks the strongest path out there. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Exactly. I think they'll be coming. Yeah. So I want you guys to understand right now. Right now, you are healing past trauma. You're healing trauma at a very fast pace. Very fast pace. I know that because today I woke up and my daughter was like, Mom, my friend said I could have a sleepover at her house. And let me tell you something. Flo, about 2, 3 years ago, would have never. I'd have been like, no, sorry, it's not happening. And today, my guys were like, she's gonna be okay. She'll be safe. She's gonna be safe. And I talked to my daughter. I told her what happened, when I was younger, and I told her, and she looked at me and she was like, okay, Mom. She's like, don't worry, I promise you. She goes, and plus she goes, I'm strong. I'll fight back. I'm like, no, I know, but because she is a little gangster. I swear to God, this girl. She will fucking drop kick somebody. Her legs are like a fucking horse leg. Like, I can't even tell you. She'll kick me and I'll be like, God damn. He's trying to act like that shit don't hurt. Anyway, past trauma is being healed at a very high rate, very fast pace. And so if you're feeling like the trauma is being healed, yeah, well, that's because you're on that path, Flo. Your messages are resonating. You're always aligned with my spiritual. You're my light worker. You got me through so much rough stuff. I love hearing that, but like the humble Buddha, like the humble Jesus and all that. That's the point. I'm a version of you. I'm you. You're me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a version. That wind just picked up, boy. Thank you. Confirmation. They're telling me, you see? You may think this, you may think that, but you got to see the 1, 2, 10, 15 people you are impacting. You're changing lives, but it's not me. It's actually you changing your own life. That's the most beautiful part about this, is that people will be like, oh my God, I want to be so ascended like you. I'm like, babe, you are me. That's why you're resonating with me. If you weren't a version of me, you would not be resonating with me, right? We resonate with versions of ourselves, whether they be lower versions or higher versions. We resonate with those versions. That's where you get karmic contracts and relationships from. When you meet somebody and you guys it feels karmic, and both of you guys are on some low level karmic bullshit and you're arguing all the time, you got to understand you meet who you are. So you can't blame a person like, oh, these toxic people keep coming into my life. Yeah, but where are you at energetically, though, that you're attracting toxic energy? You're not going to attract toxic energy unless you're in a toxic vibration. I'm just going to tell you. I'm telling you, because if someone comes around me right now and they're toxic, guess what? I cannot stand to be around them. I cannot watch shows where people fight. I can't watch videos where people are fighting. It skeeves me out, honestly, and I'm not judging them, but I'm just like, I cannot watch this right now. I'm like, You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I just can't do it. So it's all where you're at energetically. So don't even try to blame the next person for coming up in your life talking about they're toxic. I know they're toxic because you're toxic. And if you're dealing with toxic, it's because you're as toxic as that person. So right, exactly, guys, you know what I'm saying. So because if a person's toxic and you go around them, they're going to fucking get on your nerves so bad you're going to leave that situation. You can't be around nobody who's toxic when you're so-called healing. Come on now. Come on. Let's really, really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person who's trying to like sober up or clean up their life in whatever ways. Let's say the person was and then they start to hang out with those types of people again. That tells that person, it's not that those people are inviting, it's like you're attracting that. I'm going to tell you guys something. This is a secret. It's not a secret, but it's like a secret of mine. When you're in toxic, when you have toxic energy, so even with spirit, like, right, because we talk about spirit a lot here, right? If you're in a dark place in your life and you're doing dark things, quote unquote, right? Like, you know what dark things are. Like, what's dark things to you, right? I know what they are to me, but everybody has their own like interpretation of what dark things are to them. If you're doing dark things or you're doing bad things, let's say whatever you want to call bad, you're going to attract bad people and you're going to attract bad spirit. People will say like, oh, Flo, oh my God, I have a dark energy in my house. Like, I remember this one girl. Here's an example. Every time I would talk to her, she'd be like, I swear to God, I have a dark energy in my house, I swear. But then I would talk to her, and every time I talked to her, dark shit would come out of her mouth. She'd just be dark, depressed. And I said, until you can start to heal yourself. It's not, we think it's the dark energy that's making us do this and making us act like that, and it's their fault, and they're the ones making us feel dark and act dark. But it's not. Actually, they're just matching your vibration. See, spirit attaches to energy frequency. They don't attach to the person. It's not like, oh, there's John, I'm gonna go attach myself to him because I'm bored. That's not how this works. Spiritual energy frequencies, they vibrate towards one another. It's like a, it's like a flow of energy. And if you're in a low vibrational energy and you're depressed and you're drinking and you're doing drugs, like whatever you're doing, you're always angry, you can't let shit go, I'm fuck that bitch, I'll never forgive her. That's the kind of spirit you attract. And in a way, in a beautiful way, that spirit helps you realize what you need to let go of. Because you're looking at this dark energy, not recognizing that it's actually a shadow of version of yourself. This shadow energy, I know, because when I was in a dark place, guess who I was interacting with? Dark spirit, okay? Energies, okay? Once you get out of that, how come I don't feel scared no more? Even in my room, like if I feel energy, I'm not scared. I just feel energy. And I'll even hear voices say hello, or they'll say my name. And I'm not scared because I know they're not dark energy. Thank you, pretty boy. Virgo season. Yes, happy birthday already if I don't see you. See, when we're doing things that are dark, we attract darkness, okay? I want to make that very clear to you. And not even just doing things that are dark. Thinking, thoughts. You're connected to the universal mind. And if that universal mind is not good in here, then that's what you're going to attract. It's important for you to understand this in yourself, because darkness only begets more darkness, okay? Light begets more light. Love begets more love. Hate begets more hate. You know the saying. These are sayings, and they're for a reason, okay? If I go out right now, like let's say I go out today, I go out tomorrow, I go out the next day. If there's people around me and I don't like the way they're acting, and they're acting crazy, and immediately my spirit is going to want to run away from that. It's not that I'm saying these people are pieces of shit. I don't like them. Good morning, Puma. Drinking has become your coping thing. You better make that not your coping thing no more, because, drugs were my coping thing, and they're not going to do anything but bring you more darkness and more hate. Like, when you're using something to cope, what's funny? Okay, I'll tell you guys something. You guys ever watch that show, the Gigolos on Showtime? So it's about male prostitutes, basically, and they tape their life, and they follow them around. Oh my God, my throat. And they follow them around, and they actually show like them, interacting with the women, and it's called Gigolos on Showtime. And there's a guy, his name's Nick Hawk. He's on that show. He was on that show. And I'm watching his transformation now. And he was... Huh?
Richard Gere.
What about him? Richard Gere was on that show. Oh, that was a movie. But I'm talking about in real life. They follow gigolos in real life. My mom, Richard Gere was in a movie. She goes, she watched it. Obviously, my mom watched Gigolos. So she's like, yup. She said, yup. And then, but the show, it's actual gigolos. And there was a guy, I was going to say this Bigelow, male gigolo. That's what it's like, but they follow their lives for real. So this guy, Nick Hawk, and it's funny because he commented on my comment, and I couldn't believe it. Because here I am watching him. Oh, my God, that chair. Oh, my God, look what it did. What is that to my leg? Ow! Oh, that hurt. Oh my God, that shit hurt. It's one of those wicker chairs. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. So he commented back on my thing, and I'm like, oh my God, I was watching him have sex for like mad long. And let me tell you, I used to watch him like, damn, this young motherfucker can go for hours and hours. And so anyway, let me stop being a perp. But anyway, his transformation, when you watch his transformation now, you got to see, like, he went from, it's all wet. He went from being a gigolo to, baby, now he's like this spiritual, like, he took a van, went on the road. He's like a whole nother person. And I commented on this thing. I was like, oh my God, Nick, seeing this transformation is so crazy, because I was watching you while you were on the show, and now I'm seeing your transformation now. And it's funny because he was the one I was resonating with, and now I'm watching him. I'm like, holy shit, he's he's really going, he went through that spiritual awakening. He let all that shit go. He realized that it was darkening his soul and that he felt used. And he would say on the show, I can't do this no more. I feel trapped. I feel like I'm like a fucking, like a, he's like, I feel like I'm a freaking, like somebody's toy and I'm tired of it. And women only treat me like a sex object. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm like, he's going to end up leaving this shit. Like, and he was one of the first ones to leave it. And now he's like on the road and please stop. Okay. I'm like telling the phone, can you please stop pausing? Thank you. And so I'm watching this transformation and it's amazing because he said something on one of his videos. He was like, you guys got to stop making sobriety look boring. He goes, why does everybody think sobriety is boring? I mean, look, it is at first when you start being sober. At first, I'm talking about sober, you guys. I'm not talking about like stop doing drugs, stop drinking. I'm talking about the sober life. Like that's the kind of life where you don't take anything. You try not to take anything that's mind altering or mood altering substances. Okay, and I'm talking about in every way. You're talking to someone who not only did drugs, but I also took every fucking Adderall, fucking Wellbutrin, and Pfizer bullshit, and all this shit for depression and anxiety, all the bullshit. I was on all the medications and all the bullshit. That's sobriety. That's what I'm talking about. Because, you know, I could feel sometimes like I have ADHD too. But I fucking do because everybody does, bitch. Everybody's like, we bipolar disorder. I'm like, bitch, we all bipolar. Are you joking me? Who the fuck is not bipolar on this earth? You know, you have your ups, you have your downs. What is bipolar disorder? But, you know, I mean, of course there's mental disorders that I'm talking about now. We're talking about what Dolores Cannon said. Yes, there are some people whose brains are defected and the universe, the earth, God forgives them for all that they do because their brain, there's something in there that didn't click the way it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't there like it was supposed to be. Yes, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about a lot of us people. People like me, like you, who really be told, oh, you have anxiety, you have depression. No, you're not depressed. It's the fucking moon cycles. You don't have anxiety. You're feeling spirit. You know, ADHD attuned to different dimensions. ADD attuned to different dimensions. Like, you're not Adderall. Like, you hear me? I was about to say you're not Adderall. Like, you're not fucking. You don't have ADHD, bitch. You just are bored. This person's not catching your attention. Okay. There goes a freaking bumblebee right there as I'm saying that. And it's like funny because it looks green. It's weird. It's like, you're not, listen, man, you don't have ADHD. Like, you're just, this person bored. Like, your life is not interesting enough for you to focus. All right? All these fucking teenagers on ADHD medication, on Adderall and all that shit, going to college, taking Adderall for excuse to stay up all night and study for a test. You want our kids to suffer and stay up for tests. This is why I'm not okay with school and all that shit. But my daughter tells me she wants to go to college and all that, and I will support any dream she has. Okay? This is why I don't agree with shit like school and all that, because of the things people will do just to pass a test, just to please a teacher. No, I'm not with that. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, that's like a job. You're not feeling well, but you're gonna get up in the morning and go to work. No. Hi, babe. What's wrong? What?
When are you done?
When am I done? In a little bit. Why? What are you rushing me for? It's 11 o'clock.
No, I'm not saying that.
You want breakfast? You want to eat some breakfast? You want to make a do? Okay, sorry.
Wait, but even we'll even have breakfast.
What you want?
Stop.
Now what you want?
What do you want?
Go. Are you going on a sleepover? Are you gonna be a big girl tonight? Sorry.
No, but what's actually for breakfast then?
You want me to make you some eggs with some toast? Whole grain toast? What you mean,
Nah, I don't.
No fried stuff.
I don't want. Why would I have fried
I'm
stuff?
just saying, like hash browns.
Oh no, I don't want.
So you want some?
What? Stop, Mom. Whatever I want. Say something.
Say something.
Mom, stop.
I'm giving
Mom,
up
say it.
on
Come on,
you.
you're wasting your time.
Okay. How about I make you breakfast and you shut up and eat it?
No.
Bitch.
When are you done? Stop. When are you done? When are you done?
Wait, ask again.
Stop.
When are you done? Okay, guys, let me go make this asshole breakfast. You have kids? I have one daughter, yes. Suppressing it because I've done that too much and the mood doesn't change. But anyway, I want to tell you guys, just Flo, my first kid's sleepover, I told them, please text me at any time in the middle of the night if they aren't feeling comfortable. Yeah, same thing. She will. Don't worry. She'll call. She'll FaceTime me, call me. She'll find a way. She'll be under the blanket like, Mom, I need you to come pick me up because these people aren't feeding me right now. That's what she does to me.
No, I won't.
I know, Mom. You're so cute. Okay, let's go inside and make you breakfast. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later.
What's for breakfast? Guys, what do you recommend for breakfast? Stop looking.
Why? What's wrong with them seeing you? You're
I don't
cool.
want them to.
You're cool, man.
Stop.
She said, what do you recommend for breakfast? Because, I'm Chef Mama D over here.
Sometimes. No, I like the roasted potatoes.
Them roasted
But
potatoes.
that's not for breakfast.
Eggs Benedict. Turkey, bacon, and avocado toast.
What even is Eggs Benedict?
It's eggs. What the hell is Eggs Benedict
Yeah,
anyway?
what the heck is that?
This one. Eggs Benedict. Would you like some, would you like some grape pawn? Do you want some, eggs with, like, the frittata and the mamata?
What the freak is a frittata?
You said what?
What the freak is a
Don't say
frittata?
freak. It sounds like fuck. Don't do that.
No, it doesn't.
It did. It sounded very close to it.
I don't-
Pancakes. Somebody said pancakes. She said, bye, guys. Have a good avocado toast.
I don't like avocado.
All right, guys. I'm going to go figure out what
I
the
like
queen of the world
avocado
wants.
Toast.
I try to tell her all the time, there's children in the world who don't have food. And she's like, well, I feel bad for those children, but I'm not those children and I have options. So please make me what I want. I'm like, you won that argument. That's what she wants to be a lawyer. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys later. But she does love kids and stuff, so I don't want you to think she's evil. She's not. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? You're ascending really fast, blah, 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 blah. Bye. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, queen.
Bye, queens. Bye. Google it. I will. Okay, I will. Bye.